right, so another day with my
Another
friend
day.
Chef Paco Garcia, and we're still cooking. Actually, it's the same day, but we cut this up in two segments to make it a little more succinct. But we've got some great products from Texas that we're going to be cooking with again. And Paco, that's yours. This is mine. This is one of the coolest products to me. It's grapefruit juice from Lone Star Citrus down in McAllen, Texas, which is like those folks can drive across the border and have tacos at lunch in Mexico, which is pretty cool, right?
Oh my god, it's so good.
I've actually been on the farm and seen the process for this juice, and I've never been the fan of grapefruit juice like I am of what they're producing, because the bottles came in, it said it had a bricks test and some other things on there that really kind of talks about, I guess, the acidity and some of the sweetness of that. And so we're going to talk more about that. Paco's got some other things he's going to be doing. And it looks like you got a pan going there, Paco. What are you about to do?
So we are gonna try to make a good pairing for this amazing grapefruit juice.
All right, good pairing.
So we're gonna start with a beautiful piece of sea bass. Just gonna like sprinkle some on top.
Hey, let's do this right. I'm going to get you to do this right here so I can watch you more closely, because I need to keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing a pecan crusted sea bass, Paco.
Yep. You were telling me about this is a technique that is commonly used in the South, right?
Yeah. The pecan crusted snapper and pecan crusted trout and all those sorts of things are big in the South. I know, like in New Orleans, things like that, they do a lot of that. And it really, you've got the sweet flesh of that sea bass, but the pecan adds a nutty, just great coating to it. Mm-hmm. You can take that and blend in some like red chili flakes and some extra little punch to it, right?
Yeah, you can
take it a lot of different directions.
Different directions. So right now I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt. And I have this skillet going on high heat.
Okay.
And so we're using some of this pecan oil for this sea bass again. And I'm gonna just add a little bit of butter, but also like add a little bit of this oil to just balance it out.
Okay.
And especially because this oil doesn't cook until like it reaches the 400. It doesn't start releasing the smoke. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna turn on the oven at 375 and just pop this into the oven while
there you
you
go. Watch that plastic handle in the oven there. All right, so another great thing that we love doing, and if you were with us at one of our other events, I found out you can make some incredible cocktails with this the grapefruit juice. And so, Paco, if you'll give me a second here, what we're going to do is I've got some glasses of ice. And look, this is a really hard recipe. I want everybody to take their notebooks out. But I think what's really cool about this is just how easily it works. And we're going to take some of our favorite things. So I've got a shot of grapefruit juice, a shot of one of my favorite clear liquids.
Tequila.
We'll add a little bit more of that. I'm going to squeeze just a little pinch of lime.
Look at that.
And
that looks refreshing.
I'm going to make me one too. So it's really great. So this grapefruit juice is actually so balanced that it's got a sweetness to it. It's not super bitter and tangy and tart. So look, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a little more lime here.
It's super simple. Anybody can do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I can't tell you how many people I've taught how to do this particular drink, but it's, people like palomas and things like that. This literally, all right, I want you to try it. So obviously you want to swish it around a little bit. We didn't shake it and all that, but look.
Cheers.
Is it tart?
It's perfect.
It's a little, you know, but it's not. It's not super sour.
No.
But it's not. You know, a lot of people don't like the super sugary
Yeah.
cocktails right now. They're kind of trying to be a little more,
Yeah,
a
healthier.
little more healthier.
Go fresh. It's fresh.
Now, you want to make it stretch it a little more. I know you've heard of this the sparkling bubbles we got.
And
Now
you know
all
what?
you need is a straw to stir it
Yeah,
around.
and you know what? For me, I'm gonna add a little bit more of this delicious grapefruit juice. I like the sweetness. There you go.
It's so if you add the topo, it gives it. You know, you stretch it out a little bit. It becomes more of a sipper. You can serve it in bigger portions and still have a great. I mean, there's so much flavor in there, and that's what I mean. I've
Yeah,
seen people
it's a
reduce
great
this
product.
down and make glazes and all sorts of things, but it really starts with tremendous fruit. So we went to their farm, watching them during harvest. They have the folks out there picking them. It goes through tremendous process of sorting and sizing and those things.
can
When you
tell.
open them, we talked yesterday about eating a peach over the sink.
Yes.
And just the amount of, you know, if you slice one of these grapefruits, and they're, you know, the reason they have juice is because it's not in season right
Yeah.
now. And I think Marianne will share more about seasonalities for all these products. But if you slice one of these grapefruits on a cutting board, it's like cutting a rare steak. I mean, it just, everything,
Oh,
there's so much juice in there.
look at the body of this juice. Like you can tell, like it's a good juice because, like, I used grapefruits before, and it's just like it looks like water, and this doesn't. This looks like it has body, great color, and it's delicious.
It really
Like
is.
it's a great product.
We love the sweetness without it being like. I mean, this is a great drink that's super balanced. So, all right, so we're drinking.
Then
You want to do some more drinking, or are you ready for the fish?
I think we're ready for the fish.
All right, you work on the fish, and I'll work on my next thing here.
All right.
So, I'll let you grab the fish out. While you're doing that, we're going to talk a little bit about these things called lime leaves, and this is an ingredient that I'm not super familiar with until I've played with a lot of different leaves, but these are brand new to me. And Paco is gonna. Are you ready for your fish now?
Yes,
Okay.
I think we are.
So the lime leaf is really a neat ingredient that you're gonna love to hear more about. And Paco's gonna grab his. Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Look at the color on that.
Then we have some lima beans that are being toasted with pecan oil. And then on these lima beans, I'm just gonna like sprinkle a little bit of green onions,
Okay.
a little bit more of this pecan oil, a little more, so a little bit of salt.
Oh man.
And then this, I'm gonna use some of this lime juice.
That looks really good.
Parsley, and I sprinkle a little bit of pecans. So I want to have like pecan on the bottom and pecan on top, just to
This is gonna be kind of a nutty dish.
yes, bring everything together.
Yeah. So lima beans, is that a cuisine that you're familiar with before you
Yes.
came to the U.S.? Or
Yes.
is that
No, I used to make this dish in a restaurant here in Louisville, Kentucky, and that's where I learned how to cook the lima beans. It's very, it's a very popular side dish that they have over
Yeah.
there.
It's fantastic. The only way I've ever had lima beans that I can remember is being just absolutely boiled with lots of butter and all that sort of thing. So look at that. We'll let her kind of get a little. That is a
And
beautiful,
then
beautiful dish.
This is the secret ingredient.
So you're coming back to the lime leaf.
Yes. When you eat this fish and you try it, you won't notice like for me, I don't wanna add too much liquid. I just wanna have like that texture, and I think this lime leaves like gives me that. Like those are like ingredients that not a lot of chefs use, but like when you use them, like people that knows how to use them, not only for the flavor but also for the texture and the fragrance,
Yeah, the
like to bring
fragrance.
the aroma and to put all the dish together. Um, yeah.
So we were talking about the lime leaves. I love that they do give you a texture,
Yeah.
right? We talked yesterday a little bit about some of the, I guess the properties, the health properties.
Yes.
It. Do you remember all those things? Because it was a lot.
Yes, it was a lot. Like I don't remember all of them because they were like a lot, but
I
I
felt like they aided with that digestion. I remember one of the
yes.
things that said it could accelerate hair growth.
Yes.
We talked about that being a little too late for some of us.
Yeah.
But no, it boosts the immune system. There's a lot of things that the health conscious folks really may like about the lime leaf, but the simple like bright flavor that you get can let you do so much with it. And so one of the things Paco and I talked about was making lime water, and so I'm just going to add a little water
Yeah.
to this.
It's good for the skin too. What else do you like find out about those lime leaves?
Now, this just sitting for even 5 or 10 minutes gives, like, just activating the lime just a little bit, the lime leaf. You really get like you can kind of catch it on the nose just from the water. But if you want to make a beautiful like tableside water, you can just take another little splash of grapefruit juice. I mean, a teaspoon for something like that, and really have a water that you're serving tableside. That, you know, if you're looking at other like premium things like Perrier, things like that, and you want something that's really nice, go ahead and put a little splash in there, Paco. Just a little. You get that beautiful color. You get the lime leaf balanced with the grapefruit juice is really tremendous.
Yeah.
And look, if you have this guy as your table service water in a carafe, and the cool thing is there's so much oil in those lime leaves, you could literally do a lot of things with it. You could put half a leaf in there.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them come in these beautiful pairs, so they're duplicates. So I love that about it. It's a new ingredient to me.
Yeah. Plus, it really elevates the experience to the customers. Like, it's not like you are just serving regular water.
Yeah,
You're
it's not tap
serving
water.
lime water that is gonna be good for the health of your customer, which
Right,
is, you know,
yeah.
like, you wanna have healthy customers, so they are like happy customers.
Yeah, and it's something that if you educate your front of house staff, and somebody says, "Well, what is this?" Boom, you're talking.
Yeah.
There's all these things that there's a page of talking points on the
Yeah.
benefits of that one ingredient, and of course it's water, and I can't imagine there's, I mean, a hint of caloric value
Yeah.
in there. There's probably, I mean, don't quote me on this, but I would guess there's probably less than 3 calories from the juice in there.
Yeah.
In the whole thing, probably in half a gallon. So, I mean, I think it's a really low caloric thing that has a ton of flavor. And if you're trying to, some of us have to kind of watch our calories a little bit and try to eat all the healthy things we can get our hands on. Of course, y'all saw me eating the pastries, but it's a good way to balance that out.
It
So-
adds a lot of value to the customer experience. Like, that's definitely something that I would love to serve on my restaurant.
All right, Paco, you got a salad to make. Speaking of healthy,
Yes.
we got to roll on a salad.
Okay.
So you've got your romaine, and talk to us about. You're gonna have to make this one quick. We got about a minute here. I'm gonna put this right
So
here.
on that one, we just we make this pecan aioli with just this pecan oil and some egg yolks and a little bit of salt. So simple. So it's basically like a Caesar salad. So we're just gonna like drizzle on top.
And we put some grapefruit. You and I had a conversation. We ended up putting some grapefruit juice in the aioli. Kind of thinned it out a little bit, but also added a little bit of that bright citrus to meld with it. Put some cracked black pepper on that table side.
And again, I'm gonna use those lime leaves just to like wrap all the dish together. And
I love it.
and we talk about this oil being like a perfect ingredient for a finishing, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's so good on a plate too. Like the color.
Look at that.
The color that you get on the plate is really amazing, and I love what you did there. All right, Paco, we're going to take some questions. I know some of these chefs have a lot of things they want to ask you, or me, or some of the producers that grow and provided us with all these ingredients in Texas. So we'll get right to that. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.